Hey friends, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Hope y'all are doing well. If you don't see a red box above my head, kind of over to the right or the left, depending on if you're backwards or not, which I know I'm not tonight, that means you are watching the replay if you don't see the red box, okay? So have y'all used these little bases before? They come in a 2-pack. I'm going to show you some very simple spring DIY with these gorgeous colors right here, including black and white. So when you hop on, just say hi. Tell me what the hot or cold temperature is where you're at, because it is a little chilly here, y'all. Just gonna say, the sun is not shining, and good grief, like, it's cold. All right, so keyword is spring, because hello spring. All right, so these come in a 2-pack. All right, so we're going to use these. We're going to use a 5x5 double-sided box frame, and we're just going to make some really quick spring decor, because why not? Hi everybody, how are y'all? Happy Monday. Got the Monday blues, right? Especially with no sunshine. I am not the same person when there is no sunshine. Let me just tell you that much. All right, there's the pinned comment down below. In case you ever want to know like what to do, what action to take, all you need to do is look down below, and there's always like a pinned comment like right about there. And I know it's going to be different on everybody's view as far as phone goes, but we're going to start off by painting both sides of this 5x5 double-sided box frame. So check this out. So cute, 5x5. We're going to paint this side black right here. It normally comes like a whitewash. You can see that. We're going to paint it black, and we're not going to do a perfect job. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, let me just get the flow of my paintbrush here. I'm going to spray a little bit of distilled water in my jar. I am using black chalk paste. So this is chalk in paste form. It is so amazing, y'all. It is water soluble. It is kid friendly. It is washable. I've gotten it on my clothes before, and it's come out when I put it in the washer. But my jar is getting very low, and I just need to kind of mix it up a little bit. But you never want to put distilled water, you never want to put tap water in these jars, because you'll get some stinky stuff going on. The pig, I know. So I'm giving this to one of my friends, and I keep looking at it, and I'm like, I'm not ready to part with it yet. Very soon, Jess, you will be getting it. All right, so I'm just going to go in, and I'm just going to freely just add some black paste to this, okay? And I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge along the sides. I'm not going to go all the way. I'll show you here in a second in case you can't see. But see, I'm not going to go all the way. Like, I'm going to leave a little bit. And it's sloppy painting, but I want that. I mean, let's be honest. I'm a sloppy painter to begin with. But, like, it's okay if you have a little bit of the white showing through, even behind the black. Because, yeah. Doesn't have to be perfect. But I will tell you, I want to get enough of the edges covered, because we are going to put a transfer over this. And I'm going to make sure that it's not, or I want to make sure that it's, ooh, yes, I love that. Okay, so check it out. Love that. So just have fun with it, guys. Okay, so that is the black, all right? So now I'm going to flip it over. Now, check this out. There is a raised edge right here, this frame. I don't need to worry about drying this right now because it's not going to touch my desk. Okay? everybody. What are y'all up to? Zach is busting a move. Busting a move on the laser machine. Like, for real. Our entire kitchen is being taken over by cutouts. All right, so let's do this one, this side, in white. So some of you may ask, like, well, hello, lady, this comes white. You're right, it does, but I wanted this look, okay? So I'm gonna flip it over. I am going to spray this, and we're gonna take another paintbrush, and we're gonna create the same effect on the other side, okay? Just some easy peasy spring projects, because believe it or not, it is officially spring. Did you know that? All right, let's go in. I think I need to buy some new paintbrushes. Look at that. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing here, okay? And I'm just going to create the same effect where I almost go to the very edge, but not quite. Almost. So I'm gonna kind of get my wall here along the edges, and y'all can do whatever you want with yours, but I thought this would be something different. Simple project. You don't even have to paint the background, y'all. You do you. All right, let's come along here. Just get my edge. So see what I'm doing? I'm kind of creating lines so that I know not to go over that section, that area. Okay. Ta-da! So now we have a little bit of brown along the edge, and then we see the white over here. So see what I did? Can you see that? That one's a little bit difficult to see because of the brown. But you get the gist, right? Okay. 42, Miss Teresa. Today it was like 50 something. Boys had baseball practice. Yeah, the house. The house is taken over by wood cutouts. So, I don't know if y'all remember these, but you can see them right there. And not right there. But we created these super cute little magnets. I have some somewhere. But anyways, I used this palette pack. It's called Spring Fling. Comes with 6 different colors in here, and I pulled out 5 of the 6. I'm in love with these colors. And I thought, well, why not? Grab some black, grab some white, and grab that palette pack. So now we are going to dry this, because we're going to paste. We're going to use this transfer. Okay, so a lot of you that bought the Spring Mystery Project received one of these along with one of the coordinating cutouts. So Zach has all 6 of these on his Etsy shop. All you have to do is search for Spring in Your Step, and you'll see them, okay? First game is this week, Zach. What are you talking about? First game. When's the first game? Saturday? They just started practicing. Surely they're not ready for games. Well, it better warm up, because that or I need to go purchase some winter clothes to sit outside. My goodness.
Hey, it's Saturday, March 25th at 4:35. So it'll be a warm one.
Okay.
That's what Saturday is.
We have a Saturday game at 4:30, y'all.
And the parade at 9.
If anybody's in town, come on. Oh, hey Paula, how are you? I'm glad. Hi, Jeannie. So we're drying our paste that we use to paint our little boards here. Okay. I want to make sure that they're really dry. So I think what we're going to do, because I don't want to take the chance of peeling up that paste, let me go ahead and open this, and we'll cut this open, or we'll cut it apart. All right, Michelle, come on, girl. Anybody's around, come watch the boys play baseball. Okay, so let's do this. This is 6 different transfers, okay? Now, I like to take my thumb. I just rolled my thumb right there by that silk screen. And I put my thumb in between the screen and the backer sheet, which is this white sheet. Now, this is one that needs the word back. B-A-C-K. Okay, because with the new designs, the new manufacturer, they are, both of the sides of the backer sheet are somewhat shiny. Okay, so I just take my scissors and cut right along that line. All right, we're going to do it, let's see. I'm just going to do it to all of it because I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to use. And I haven't used this transfer yet, y'all. So I'm excited. Kira has entered the room. She barged open the doors. And now she's here. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. In the supply list, you will also see these simple shapes. So these are so fun to use, y'all. This pack comes with 2 squares and 2 circles. Okay, so I think we're going to use one of each. I believe, yes. And then I'm going to take a sanding block and I'm going to just sand over the wood or the white grainish whitewash look, just to make sure that I have a flat surface. Okay, it's just going to help prevent any bleeding of the paste as it goes through my screen. So I recommend sanding it just a little bit. Don't get crazy with it. Just be gentle, y'all. Be gentle. Spring is the key word. Bonnie, I will wax on the ones I painted. I will not wax on these. But great question. All right. So we have a square. They're double-sided as well. And we have a circle. So let me keep my head straight here. So we're going to put this. I love this one. It's Hip Hop, You Don't Stop. And it happens to be a bunny. So let's see what we can do. There's lots of ways to do this, y'all. You can do 1 color. You can do 5 colors. You could do 2 colors. You do you. Okay? So I am just fuzzing this by adding some lint to the back. It's so important, y'all, because these are sticky and you don't want your silk screen transfer to stick too well. All right, so I'm going to teach y'all a trick here with these, especially if you're going to use the base. The bases are 2 to a pack. Notice how there is a slant to the base, okay? This is going to take up some room. So I want to make sure that I don't cover up anything that I paste from here down, okay? Now, I probably put the transfer just a little on the high side. So let me back that down here just a tad. All right, so now that we have that, we should be good to go, okay? All right, so let's do this really quick while our box frame dries. Now, if you feel something in your screen, just lift it up. The slightest piece of whatever this may be, if it is underneath your screen, could cause it to like bleed out your paste. Okay. So I'm going to take black. Hi, Mary Summers. How are you? I know, Michelle, there is a slant, my friend. There is a slant. All right. So I'm just going to go in with a small squeegee. We have multiple squeegees. And I'm just going to do this all black except for the very, very bottom. Hopefully I don't merge the colors. That may have happened. Oh well. All right, put all the excess right back into the jar just by sliding it in. And I'm going to use teal for the words. So I'm going to open this up, grab a squeegee. Let's use a multi-tool. So we have, again, like I said, lots of squeegees. And I'm just going to take this and drag this over the screen where I want it to show up on my surface. Okay. Pick up all of the excess, and then we're going to lift and we're going to reveal it. Okay. So you want to work your way to the center of your transfer, just like this. And then you're just going to shimmy it off. And look. Look at that. Look how cute. It's so cute. Hip hop, you don't stop. All right. There is one idea with this transfer. Okay. So let me spray this. And we're going to clean this really quick. Okay. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Hi, Brenda Perry. All right. So when I use black, I like to grab a wipe for the non-sticky side to try and get majority of that paste off before I go in with my board eraser. The board erasers are meant to help clean off your transfer and most importantly get that paste out of the screen itself. And this is what the board eraser is. Hi, Michelle and Linda. Bambi. Okay, me and my darn. All right, so I sprayed it just so that I don't get that crazy squeaky sound. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to, like that. You hear that? Hi, Brownie. The mat I got from, actually my mother-in-law got me this one, but I'm sure she got it at like Walmart. Oh.
You see anything wrong with this?
No. Oh, yeah.
Let's see how quick our audience is. How well our audience is. What is wrong with this?
Well, you have the line going through the home.
Well, that's fine. It's supposed to be scored. What is wrong with this? Can you tell me?
Is that a trip? Get out.
Are they typing? What are they typing?
Nobody's typing anything, Zach. Oh, thanks, Mary. That was my very first live ever.
Last chance. What is wrong with this?
The E is lower. Oh, Francis Clark.
Way to go. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
Good grief almighty.
This is what happens when you let Amy babysit the machine while you're gone.
Did I do that? Hey, listen, man.
One job.
So, wow.
One job.
Sorry, buddy.
Actually,
Zach did it. He just admitted that he did that. And
I
he
did no such thing. How dare you?
Oh!
How dare you? I love you.
Get out.
Yes, actually, it's
Hip hop, you don't stop your way out the door.
beautiful.
Well, this will be recutting those, y'all. Okay, so check out this guy. Watch. Is that not cute or what? Isn't that super cute? Yeah, y'all, he's something else. Okay, so let's check our circle one. Now, the circle one with the base is going to be a little wonky, but it works. It kind of looks like a snow globe, but, you know, we're not talking about snow because we're trying to get out of the snow season. So let's do this one. This one says, okay, bloomer. Now, this one's very detailed, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not about to get this detailed. Yeah, it's cute, huh? So, I picked this one because this one has kind of a circular shape. Now, again, I'm going to place it on and put my stand there and kind of measure it to make sure all is good in the hood. Okay? I can probably actually lower it just a tad. All right, here we go. Press down. Press all over. Now, I don't know, y'all. What should we do on this one? Should we do like a marble effect? No, I know what we'll do. We will do, I got it. We're going to do an ombre. Guava, lime, teal. Although I don't know that you're going to be able to see the lime, but we'll see. And berry. How's that sound? I don't know. We'll see. Hot mess. Okay, you're right. I need to just do a hot mess. Okay, ready? So let me show you how this is done. Get all your colors prepped. Let's see. Let's add some pink in there. You know, why not? Can you have put hip hop in color? Could you have put hip hop in color? I did put hip hop in color. Oh, no, I didn't. Yes, you can take a squeegee and put hip hop. You sure can. Go for it. Okay, this is called a stir stick. I'm going to grab some paste on the stir stick. And I'm just going to simply place paste all over. Okay? And I'm actually going to wipe it off as I go. And I'm going to grab each color that I'm using and do the same exact thing. Okay? Just put it kind of, I don't know. Have fun. Get crazy with it. Make it chaotic. All right, what color are we missing? We are missing berry. Berry there, berry there. And let's do berry there. What else? Teal. All right, let me grab some teal. And this is how you would create a hot mess. Now, this is what I like to do, okay? Grab a squeegee. This is a mini squeegee, okay? Now, this is stuck to the table, but this is what it looks like, all right? Hi, friends. Hit the heart button, y'all. Say hey. Hey, hey, hey. All right, here's what I like to do. Watch. First of all, you put your thumb right here where it says Chocateur. Put your thumb there. That is so comfortable to hold. And then just your pointer and your middle finger right here. What I like to do is I just like to go over the screen and kind of like push and turn, push and turn, push and turn. You could, if you wanted to, do like a figure eight. I am not going to do that tonight. I'm just going to kind of push and turn and hope for the best. So make sure you get all of the screen covered. Okay. My dog is staring at the door, waiting for somebody to let her out. Uh-oh, she's going to start getting crazy. Okay, so let me show you what we have now. Hopefully this will turn out. This is what we ended with so far. See that? The lighting is not great tonight, y'all. Okay? What you want to do next is take your squeegee. Start from one side to the other side. Pull off all of that excess paste. Okay? Right there. Do not dare put that in one of your jars. You will be very mad at yourself because it's all mixed. And then what you're going to do is lift it off. Try and work your way to the center of your transfer and pull it off. Okay? And there is hot mess, marble, whatever you want to call it. Isn't that so cool? I love it. I love it. I love it. So there's that one. Okay. I'm actually going to leave these open because we might come back to that. Those colors at least. Let me throw all of this away. Because now we need to make room for our little frames that we painted. Okay. So I'm going to come over here and put this right back on the transfer backer sheet where it belongs. And we're going to spray this and we are going to clean it. Okay. Yeah, it's something different, huh? It actually turned out really good. I love the colors, y'all. I love the Spring Fling palette pack. Love it. It's got guava, wild lime, couture teal, berry, peony, and shimmer harvest. And then just add black and white paste packets to your cart. And then you'll have all the colors that we used tonight. And there's that sound I keep talking about. Come on. It's terrible. It's so terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yes. Isn't it cool? So then I take this paper towel and I kind of just dry it off. Get all that excess water off. Because then this is going to go right back on the backer sheet. So now I've showed you how to clean 2 of the transfers on here. Okay. Try and clean them fairly quickly if you can. Clean as you go. But see how they just come right back on their little home. And we're going to use 2 more. Okay. All right. So we should be done drying. Let me see if I can get this straight. So there is our circle, simple shape, in the little base. Isn't that cute? I love it, y'all. It's fun. All right, so we need to wax this. Waxy, waxy. Wax any wood surface that you paint, regardless of the paint or paste that you use. Please do not skip that step. Okay, so I'm going to wax all edges in the middle. And now we are waxed. See how it added a little bit of a shine to it? All right, so this one I want to do, let's do Oopsie Daisy here. So I'm going to grab my fuzzing cloth, add some lint to the back of this. So there's 6 designs to this transfer, y'all. And guess what? It's 50% off right now. Yes, Deb, you can. I will actually do a project ombreing ink. I've done it before. That is an excellent question. I don't showcase that enough. All right. So adding lint to the back is super important. Okay. So I'm going to lay this down, hopefully in the center. Now, notice the transfer is larger than the box frame. So once I've placed my finger down, like I've pushed it down, I am going to work my way center out, center down, center side, center right, center left, and hope I got it centered, okay? Trying to make sure that I don't have any air bubbles along the way. So start from the center and push out, okay? And hopefully we're good. Okay, what do I want to do with this one? So we have a black background. Remember that. Black background with lots of colors to make it pop. All right, I'm going to go in with, we're going to do wild lime for the center piece here. I just grabbed a mini squeegee. Okay. All of the greenery. Let's see how detailed I can get without getting a little out of the lines, I guess. Actually, it doesn't matter because the cup and the leaves or the greenery is connected. And I'm not about to do some fancy footwork here. Trying to disconnect those. So there's Wild Lime. Then I'm going to go in with Guava. Let's do Guava for Oopsie. So this is a multi-tool, another squeegee. Drag that all the way across that specific section that you want to show up Guava on your surface underneath the transfer. Okay. Clean this off. Then I'm going to go in with, let's do teal. Let's do Daisy and teal. So Guava, Wild Lime, teal, and a black background. Y'all think it's going to be good? You think it's going to be good? I do. All right, excess back in the jar. Wipe this off so it doesn't dry because I'm going to use it again on the other side, most likely. Okay, so I'm going to work my way to the center. Find the center. I'm going to hold it up for y'all. Boom, look at that. How cute is that? Oh my goodness, y'all. I love the way that pops. That is stinking adorable. I love the black background yet again. So there's that one. Let me just spray this. I'm not going to clean my transfer, but let me spray this. Okay. Super important. So we did the black background on our little magnets. These are the Easter minis. These are also 50% off the transfer itself. Something about that has my heart. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that this is flipped the correct direction. I don't need to dry this right now, but I really want to make sure that this white is dry because I see that it is a little bit on the thicker side in certain spots. So I think it's dry, but I'm going to wax it really well, and I need to melt my wax because it's like getting to the bottom barrel, okay? What happens if you overwax? It could prevent your paste from going through that screen and sticking on your surface. I've done it before. I have done it before. Me too, Bonnie. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Lisa. Thanks, Mary Whitehead. All right, let me just do this really quick. This just kind of heats up the wax and kind of melts it a little bit. Oh yeah, it melted it a lot. I don't need all that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to wax it. It's falling off in chunks, y'all. Really want to make sure that this is waxed good. This white paste that I put on here was more on the drier side. I should have put more water, distilled water, in here or in my jar before I mixed it up and put it on my surface. So I just want to make sure that it is nice and waxed so it does not peel up that paste. I think we're okay. All right. I do have a day job, Debbie, and it is not a teacher. All right, next is put a little spring in your step. Well, why not? Because guess what? It's officially spring. Even though we've been doing spring crafts, it seems like since Christmas. Hi, Cindy. How are you? All right, let's fuzz this, add lint to the back. And this is our last one, y'all. So we've made 4 super cute little signs. Give you guys some ideas. This transfer is 50% off while supplies last. And you get so many designs. All right, so I'm going to put my finger right there in the center. Okay, and here we go again. We're just going to kind of work our way around until we get all of the screen pushed down. Now, if you see something that you're like, I think there's an air bubble, just lift it up like I just showed you and lay it back down. Work it out. Okay. So let's see. This is one that I might be able to do a little bit more detail with, but I am going to bust out the black paste on this one, y'all. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. So I'm going to put a little I'm concentrating. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the even smaller squeegee and I'm going to go in with some berry, and there's two little bitty like dashes next to this saying. Okay, so I'm going to clean that off. Spring, 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 probably guava, so that it shows up on the white. I don't know that the peony will show up how I want it to show up. So you see how I'm kind of turning my board or my box frame as I work? Make it easier on yourself and just, I don't know, turn it. Instead of trying to work over something and accidentally mess it up. All right, I am going to peel it up a little bit just to release the paste from the screen. I don't want that paste to dry in the screen because I'm working a little bit slower on this one because I'm trying to do a little bit more detail. So when you lift it up, you release it. But you want to make sure that wherever you picked it up that you haven't chalked before, like I picked up the tops of these, the greenery and the flower, that you push it back down so that you don't have any air bubbles. So important, okay? All right, we're going to go in with the peony. We're just going to hope and pray that it shows up on this white enough to where I want it. So I'm going to spin it. Now there's two flowers off to the right and the left. So I guess I am getting pretty detailed on this one, y'all. All right, wipe it off. And then we'll go in with wild lime for the rest of the greenery. Really for the only greenery. And then we'll probably lift this up so we're releasing it from the screen. And then we'll finish the bottom. Just have fun with it, y'all. Because clearly I am. I don't ever just sit down and craft without y'all. It's just not something I do. I don't have time. So this is my crafting. Oh, look. Look at that. I'm quite the artiste tonight. All right, so let's keep the same color scheme going for the words. So let's do in. We'll do berry for the dashes. And then we'll do the black for your step. Okay, let me turn it around. So much easier when I do that. I feel like I have more control. Can't explain it. Maybe you understand, maybe you don't. All right, done. Let's lift the rest of it up. It's so cute. Look, y'all. I think it's so cute. All right, so before I show you all of them, let me move and make some room. Let me move my paste. Get this out of the way. I will clean those here in a bit. Y'all, maybe y'all have been saying this. Look what I did. See that? In other words, if you wanted to have a double-sided tier tray set with this, you really couldn't, because the lady who created it didn't put it on the right up. Like, wasn't the right direction. Did I not say, let me make sure I get this going the right way? I know, Jeannie, right? It's just, you know, it's how I roll. Hip hop and you don't stop. I don't know, Sheila. It is what it is, right? Okay, so let me show you the 4 things we made, because I hope it inspires you to go and create some spring decor, even though it's maybe not right side up. But I want you to tell me which one's your favorite. Oopsie Daisy. Put a little spring in your step. That one's mine. Or we have OK Bloomer. This is the Hot Mess, as we call it. Check it out. Kind of fun, right? And then we have this one. This little bunny that says, hip hop, you don't stop. Which one's your favorite, y'all? Aren't they cute? So fun, so easy to do this stuff. Just relax. All right, let's see. Oopsie Daisy, Hot Mess. Thank you. Love them all. Too hard to choose. Oopsie Daisy, Oopsie Daisy, Oopsie Daisy. Yes, black background. Yes. Me too. All right, y'all. It's been fun. It's been real. I'm going to go, what am I going to go do? Oh, I'm going to go put some more packages together from the cutout sale. So, see you later. Bye.